Hi guys!
Hey.
So यहाँ सन्चै हुनुहुन्छ होला कोरोनाको केसेसहरु एकदम धेरै एस्केलेट भइरहेको छ स्पेशली अहिले क्यापिटलमा पनि काठमाडौँ भक्तपुर ललितपुर सबै ठाउँमा सो यहाँहरु चाहिँ we hope you guys are staying home, staying safe, taking care of your health and your family. So let's all do this for now and let's hope that things get better.
What we've decided to do is just to reconnect with all of you guys. We've put out a post with question and answers. So तपाईहरुको questions हामी पढ्छौं. We'll go at random.
Yeah.
We'll go at random, and if it's like a repetitive kind of question, we'll just answer once.
Okay, first question. Are you expecting? No, not yet.
Expecting what?
A baby.
You're expecting a baby?
I'm not expecting a baby. एकदम धेरै questions आएको छ यो if I'm pregnant, if I'm expecting. So I am not pregnant as of now.
Lockdown 1.0. I was pregnant.
So when I do become pregnant, I promise you, you guys will know straight from me. But I'm not pregnant right now.
But will I know?
Oh, baby. Your question, please.
What's your and Priyanka's Didi height? I am 6 feet 2 inches.
I am 1.69 meters.
Bhaiyo, feet mein bol do.
I don't know. It's somewhere between 5'6" and 5'7". Do you and Ayush separate the house chores? And if yes, what are they? We don't actually separate the house chores. So हामी चाहिँ मिलेर गर्न खोज्छौँ everything since it's just the two of us that live.
I mean, there isn't much to do. हामी दुईजनाले मात्रै घरमा बसिरहेको. We just clean if it's dirty. Chores भनेको खाली कुकुरको भुत्ला उठाउनु हो नि हैन?
Yeah, because we have 3 fur babies. So
pepperoni pizzas.
उनीहरुको fur चाहिँ it's the most hardest I think. जहाँ भुत्ला उडिरहेको हुन्छ and then especially Shadow and Bella उनीहरुको same age भएको भएर they play all the time.
Why are you whispering? They play all the time.
Yeah, all the time. So
you said
उनीहरुको भुत्ला no. उनीहरुको भुत्ला सफा गर्न चाहिँ अलिकति that's actually a chore. Otherwise everything else we just do it.
Love कसरी पर्यो यसो टिप्स एन्ड ट्रिक पाइदिउँ न. Love कसरी पर्यो?
कसरी पर्यो? Sorry, मैं कौन था?
कौन था?
See, I think for us, we both weren't त्यो intention थिएन के योसँग लभ पर्छु या उलाई पनि थिएन. I hope थिएन, मलाई त थिएन हैन. योसँग लभ पर्छु म या उलाई म यसँग लभ पर्छु पटाउँछु त्यस्तो फेजै थिएन के. I think we were both going through a phase in our life where we just clicked. And त्यो एकदम लभ परेर we used to flirt though. एकदम Snapchat मा flirt चाहिँ गर्थ्यो हैन. But एकदम अब म लभ पार्छु भनेर लभ परेको हैन. I guess it just happened. Those were written.
Love कसरी पर्यो? It just happened. Yeah. Tips and tricks. Tricks? Tricks to fall in love. Do a handstand.
It's like that. उसको कल हो now. 6 दिन लड़की in.
Wow, great.
So there are no tricks, to be quite honest.
No, tip is just like don't look for love. So when love comes knocking at your door, open the door and welcome it with open arms, okay? Yeah. And when it decides to leave, open the door and
let it go.
Let it go and say you'll always be welcome.
And if it comes back to you, it was yours. If it doesn't, then it never was. Whose idea was it to get a new house?
Both of us. No?
Both of us. The reason that we actually got this house is because, as you guys know, a lot of you know, we both are very active on social media. So, hamro chahi both our parents are separated and they have their own lives going. So, we got our own place to just make sure that it's warm and welcoming for all our parents for whenever they want to come. जतिखेर पनि झन् especially lockdown मा कतिचोटि my mom and my dad, his mom, his dad, they keep coming by and they spend time, they stay over. So त्यो एउटा comfortable zone एकदम बनाउन मन थियो हामीलाई. So that's why we got a house and it's actually working perfectly.
Yeah, that way we can spend time with all of them, no?
Yeah. Perfect.
Without making it awkward. How you guys manage not to make your marriage life boring?
Do we look like boring people?
We have 3 dogs in the house. It's never boring.
Oh yeah.
Priyanka di, what is the best gift that Ayushman has given you till now? Lots of love.
The gift of love.
Actually, I was just gonna say that. Not just the gift of love, but just...
Yeah, because you're so generic.
No, not the gift of love. I was gonna say the best gift is...
Love of gift.
It's just to have you with me.
In me?
Oh yeah.
To have you with me.
With me.
And the fact that we're gonna spend the rest of our lives together. That's the best gift.
How is your favorite singer? I think he's good.
Please make a house tour video, right? We're doing that very, very soon. So Top Dari Samsangi, we are starting our own vlogs. We're gonna try. And next, we've come up with an exciting game show that we want to do, and we've called our show Weekends with Ayanka. So stay tuned for that and so we're trying. See, because everybody is in their homes and trying to do the best that they can. So we found another way to interact with you guys more. I will do that.
How you convinced your family about your marriage? I don't think we needed to convince them. Did we need to convince them?
No.
No. It was just like, Dad, Mom, okay.
Yeah, it was very easy. That part was easy. I mean, school parents and my parents, they both knew both of us agadi badai. So I mean, I on jani bhaisakeko थियो, and it was never complicated. Never in terms of like whatever you guys must be thinking.
I think
age,
that's where
caste,
we were lucky also. No?
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, it's like if you're in love with somebody, and especially in like South Asian countries, people have their taboo and social norms, and you know, to date somebody from a different caste or something. I guess we're lucky that our parents and our families were very understanding.
When you people fight, kosle paila sorry bhancha? Maile. Oh, please don't believe it.
Maile. Sorry? Sorry. Maile.
You too, please. Ani kasari manaउँछ रे?
चाडपर्व त्यसरी मनाउँछु त्यसरी मनाउँछु.
Ayush saying रिसाउँदाखेरि he's a very sore loser, okay? You know? उसलाई चाहिँ गएर थै गरेर नफकाएसम्म उ मान्दैन के? He's like that. He's like
yeah, because I'm a baby, no?
Yeah. And म चाहिँ त्यो levelमा I'm very mature and very understanding. So sometimes even when it's not my fault, I go and say sorry. But he does it too. I'm not saying he doesn't do it. Which one of you takes longer to get ready? This one.
What?
Of course you get longer to get ready.
I get ready and I'm in the car waiting.
No, he gets longer to get ready because he has to fix his hair every single time. उसको दाढी बनाउन ठ्याक्कै 1 घण्टा लाग्छ. ठ्याक्कै. अनि दाढी बनाएपछि बल्ल he takes a shower.
Every day दाढी बनाउँछु.
Getting ready is getting ready, no? When you so please agree.
तिम्रो भन्नु के गर्छौ?
Please agree.
उठ्नको लागि 2 घण्टा लाग्छ. त्यसपछि उले दाढी बनाउनको लागि ठ्याक्कै आधी घण्टा लाग्छ.
दाढी
अनि त्यो दाढी लुकाउनको लागि मेकअप 2 घण्टा ठ्याक्कै लाग्छ. हैन?
Don't believe me.
I believe you.
Okay, एकदम नक्कली छ के Ayush, and
I am very knuckly, but I don't take
but
too
I'm
long.
not this to level of knuckly like he is. That's it. End of question. Your question, please.
How did you deal with the early phases of your relationship, especially with all the trolls / negativity that came with it? I never really paid attention to it. I mean, we were in a bubble. At least I was in a bubble. And anything anybody wanted to say was just allowed. It never got through us. And I think that's the reason why we're sitting here.
Happily married. No, I think, see, there was a lot of hate and negativity, like you guys said, beginning, but it was it was baseless, okay? It was baseless, and because it was baseless and it had no truth to it, that's why it didn't affect us. Because we knew what we were doing, and we knew like half of the negativity and trolls or the bad mouthing was coming out of no truth. But the fact is that we loved each other out of pure honesty, and we were very confident in each other, and we were happy, and त्यसैले त्यो negativity didn't ever get to us. Yeah. Okay. How do you react to negative people or comments? Because people these days are not positive anymore. So I think we can just add it to what we were just saying. So like, people are always allowed to be what they want to be, okay? Or write what they want to write, or say what they want to say, because everybody has their own independence, their own freedom of speech. So धेरै जस्तो चाहिँ हामी के गर्छौं भने we don't react, because that's the question. How do you react to negative people or comments? We don't react. I think we both will react according to where it hits us and how, okay?
No, I react in a way. I mean, you grow, no, as a person. I mean, with all the comments that used to come. I'm sorry about the noise. यहाँ पछाडी हाम्रो एउटा कम्पाउन्डमा फुटबल खेल्दैछ. Sorry. So, पहिला it used to hurt and दुख्थ्यो, मन दुख्थ्यो, रुन मन लाग्थ्यो, रुइन्थ्यो. तर it's kind of like, you know, you kind of have to grow into it. It doesn't grow into you. You have to grow into it, because constantly अहिले पनि कहिलेकाहीँ आँखाको लेभलमा नराम्रो comments आउँछ. But what I've done, like personally, I'm sharing as well, is I read the comment and I judge the person who wrote it. Not in a wrong way, but trying to understand why that person wants
Bullshit.
to,
Or why
why that person chooses to feel that they feel about me. Yeah.
And for me, for me, I think I've reached a point in my life where I don't usually react anymore because, like you said, the span that I've been working has been very, very long. It's been more than 15 years. So, I was naive and stupid at times. But
You think you're still stupid. You're stupid in love.
But I think I've realized that the best thing to do is just ignore banda pani. Just do your best, come from a good space and try to do right.
Yeah, adding to what you just said. You do not need to prove yourself
to anybody.
Your worth to anybody.
But then again, unless it gets to a point where I can't take it, where it affects my family or where it talks about people I love other than me, because mero bare ma ta ma ignore and just whatever. But if it goes beyond me, if it talks about just girls in general or women in general or my family or my husband or anything, then that's when I will not stay quiet, even now.
What are the 3 things, Ayushman, that I can't live without? I will ask you.
Okay, one's me. Can't live without me.
Okay.
2, he can't live without his bicycle. And 3, he cannot live without his phone.
I can live without my phone.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm home, everybody home, what to do? I play games, I don't play games anymore. By the way, fun fact, I'm a PUBG fan, but I'm a Priyanka fan.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Also, you guys have mentioned that you both did schooling from the same place. Did you both ever notice each other?
I did.
Yeah, he says he does, but
did.
More senior, and we all know seniors like juniors like especially kids. So, and I wasn't even in that phase where I wanted to look at someone. Oh, let's check it out.
Because you were always with someone.
No.
Let me bring it out to all of you.
No.
Can I tell them about the secret time when I actually remember meeting you?
Yeah, of course you can. Everybody goes through phases in their life, especially high school.
She was caught with her boyfriend and she was crying.
Just having a boyfriend was a big deal. That time, school, if you had a boyfriend, you used to be called to the principal's office and stuff. So this the phase, or not caught doing anything. They just knew that I had a boyfriend, which was not okay in school that time.
So you don't remember me coming to you then?
No, I'm sure I was crying, but not because anything had happened, but because we were called to the principal's office only because I had a boyfriend, and it wasn't okay to have a boyfriend.
What about the guy? Did he have a boyfriend?
No, he had a girlfriend. I was his girlfriend.
I'm glad that didn't work out.
So he claims that he saw me
I saw you a lot of times. That's when I remember conversing with you. Because I came up to you and I was like,
no. Yeah, obviously he was a kid. I think I was in my O levels or A levels. I am thinking because he was 6-7 probably. So 6-7 and OA levels. It's like I was way too senior for him. So but then he says.
Say that again. You're married to me. Excuse me.
But then
You're
he
still
says.
Too senior for me?
And apparently I was crying because I was called to the principal's office because I had a boyfriend.
No,
and
you were caught with your boyfriend.
Yeah, and we were maybe holding hands or something, and we weren't allowed
Sati Savitri.
to have a boyfriend.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Timus.
Whole times.
Who's the good cook?
You. Whoa.
Do I even have to answer that?
Yes, you do.
Maybe you answer it for me.
I am.
Excuse me.
You just don't let me cook.
It's done, decided.
Sure.
Okay. Next question. Who clicks yours and Aishta's photo at home? I hope you do that. You know who clicks our pictures? The camera.
I click hers, she clicks mine.
And when it's both of us, then we put it on timer. Priyanka Karki and Ayushman, DSG, who love...
DSG?
DSG. Who love more between you both?
Who love more? That's one deep question.
I think we just both love each other very much.
Very deeply.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you both ever used your fame to get something done for you? If yes, what? Like facials or anything?
I know you have.
No, let me rephrase this question. It's not using our fame to get anything done, but because I say एकदमै social media मा हाविरहेको industry छ, and actually you can just say the whole world is very dependent on social media. So because we are public figures, we do get invited to a lot of places, like because she's mentioned facials, I would say like beauty parlors, or let's say people sending us things home and stuff, and they want us to give them a shout out, which we do. So it's like a collaboration, and we try to do that a lot of the times. Right?
That's why she's older than me. I would have just said yes.
Your question is not done. The next part is, what exactly in life is still a mystery to you?
Life itself.
Yeah. Life is a mystery.
How deep was that?
Very deep. But
Like
I will
fire
say the
spoil.
same. See, life is one thing that you can never figure out. Never.
Well, you can plan.
No, even if you plan, you never know. It's not like whatever you plan is going to happen. Be happy, do good, be content with what you have, be satisfied, and just live freely.
Very true.
Because you never
There's
know
no
what
question
life.
to that.
Yeah. The best date till date.
Bali man, I remember the dinner बनाइदिएको थियो नि. Remember the hotel with the swimming
Small
pool?
pool, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The most amazing food
Yeah.
and the most amazing view.
I miss traveling, right? Don't you miss traveling?
I'm sure by now traveling misses me.
And then last one she writes, I actually thought a lot about these questions. I hope you'll answer at least some of them. See, Nikita, we answered all of them. Love your positivity. You inspired many girls to dream big and make it happen, all by effort and hard work. Lots of love to Priyanka Karki and Ayushman DSG Pena. Please reply to this, and eagerly waiting for your next YouTube video.
I'm so glad I've inspired so many girls.
So this is from Piyu Pokhrel. Thank you so much, Piyu, and this is our next YouTube video that you're eagerly waiting for, and thank you for all the love and support.
Thank you.
We love you back. What is the thing that you love mostly about Ayushman Dada? What is the thing that I love mostly about you? Okay, I think I know this. The thing that I love mostly about him is the fact that... Yeah, the thing that I love mostly about him.
Most.
Is the fact that, you know, he just lets me be. And a lot of girls...
You know what I
Cannot
mostly
say
don't
this.
like about her? She does not let me be. I love you and you let me be. Mostly.
What's the first song that you heard of Nicki Minaj?
The first song that I wrote was Super Bass. Don't you hear that boom?
Okay, let's just keep it to that.
Super bass.
Didi, हजुरको फ्यानले हजुरलाई मेन्सन गर्दा उसको अकाउन्ट स्टक गर्नुहुन्छ कि नै?
मैले गर्छु. You are Didi, no?
No, usually गर्दिन, but sometimes गर्न पनि सक्छु. Do you want to have a baby boy or a baby girl?
Do you wanna build a snowman? I don't mind. I don't mind either.
Yeah, but I secretly would want a baby girl first.
Why secretly? You just mentioned it. Why secretly?
No,
not
I
a
mean,
secret
it's
anymore.
secretly because, like you said, I wouldn't mind if I had a son or a daughter first, but there is
Preferably.
saying,
That is what it is.
Yeah.
Not secretly. Like, preferably, I would want a daughter as well, because daughters usually get along with their fathers more than their mothers.
Okay, that's एकदम
True.
बारको सोच हो.
Yeah.
Maybe let's have a baby first.
Let's make a baby.
Let's make a baby. Okay, there's a lot of questions about when we are going to see Maya and Amara on Giles season 2. So, pretty soon actually. But once the situation gets a little better, when we can go out and shoot, we're definitely very, very, very excited to bring Giles season 2 for you guys.
I'm so excited to shoot more girl on girl.
Oh yeah.
If you're offered to do a biopic of any actor or any actress or any other celebrities, whose story would you want to make the biopic on?
Will Smith.
Okay. I think I would
Who is
want
this
to
face?
do a biopic of Meryl Streep. I'm very,
She's
very
not dead yet.
You don't have to be dead to do a biopic. Oh my god. If not acting, what would you do?
Cinematography? Yeah.
Okay, if not acting, I'd be a dancer. Do you think the perception of some people towards you, your work, your life have changed after marriage? Have you ever felt that they're judging you with the work from any of your husband's relatives or their family? anyone told you or asked you to do and not to do certain things, like anything from work or makeup or dress up, anything related to you. Overall, do you feel that there are changes in your life after the marriage? I think I want my husband to answer this for me first.
No, more willingly rather than with any sort of pressure.
Yeah.
As social beings, we'd always like to have a good image of ourselves to the people that surround us, right? And yeah, there have been instances where you have become different, but for a good cause.
And willingly.
Yeah, willingly.
Not because anybody
willingly,
forced
not
you
not
to.
because somebody told her to do it or told you to do it. First example चाहिँ कस्तो छ भने हाम्रो घरमा हाम्रो ढोक्ने बानी छ नि त. Like every time I see somebody who's elder than me, हाम्रो सानैदेखि ढोक्ने बानी राखेको छ के. So ढोक्ने भन्छ उहाँहरूले हामीलाई आशीर्वाद दिनुहुन्छ. त्यो चलन was not present in your family.
Yeah.
And मैले उसलाई गर भन्नु पनि परेको थिएन. अनि हाम्रो when we met our grandparents, उसले आफैले willingly गएर like ढोक्न गयो, which was not something that was orchestrated, but you did it
Yeah.
from the heart. No?
Yeah.
So I think those kind of changes were there, but nothing that would restrict her from being herself. Okay? Yeah?
Yeah, but like you said, willing changes take off so many. Now you saying after my self-realization, no, that because mom and I'm not just like whatever kind of person anymore. You know, I'm married, so there's some certain responsibilities there outside, and then it comes to you so beautifully. My feeling comes to you beautifully, and you take it willingly. So your question was so they could say, hey, you're not allowed, makeup, no काम नगर. Never. Even before I married him, I knew that his was not that kind of family. Would you rather block your best friend or block your husband on social media? I mean, I don't want to block anyone. Maybe it's the situation.
I block my husband.
I would just like deactivate my account, I guess, for a few days.
Okay, there's a gun on your head, and you're being asked, do you want to block your husband or do you want to block your best friend? I don't know why I'm Russian.
It's very stupid to have a gun on your head for a question like that. Anyways,
This is not a gun,
moving
this is a thing.
on.
So no, answer. Because it says husband. I don't have husband.
I would just give them my Insta ID and say, you only use it, make money out of it. I have a lot of followers. How did you come up with the idea of starting a cooking show?
You came up with it, I didn't.
Yes, but how did we come up with it?
Because you started cooking. For the first time in your life, I haven't had to cook. Right? Because you constantly want to make something in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, you know how people say women belong in the kitchen? No, you want to belong in the kitchen right now. I'm not even forcing it. You know, when I want to belong to the kitchen, she's like, why are you here? Go out.
No, it's just
So
something.
don't hold it against me.
It's just something to do. Lockdown. I mean, I think that's what actually sparked the interest in me, and I started making all these different things. And he actually said it was good, not just him, family members and
Because
our
it is
friends.
actually really good.
They started saying it's really good, and then that's how we started doing the show.
We want to see your vlog. Please make vlogs and your house tour too.
We
Ayushda.
will do that very soon.
Yes, we will do that very soon. Ayushda, PUBG or Fortnite? PUBG.
Okay, हजुरहरूले बिहा दर्ता गर्नुभयो कि गर्नु भएन? गरिसक्यौ.
पहिला
We
दत्तक गरेर
actually did a court marriage first. What was your aim during your childhood?
race car driver.
I've always wanted to come on the screen, so मलाई भन्नु नै आउँदैन थियो सानोमा what it was called, but I saw Madhuri Dixit do.
She was doing.
And I just knew that I just wanted to be like her, so that was my
You are like her now.
Best case scenario, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Somewhere in Bora Bora, doing tata thaya.
In 5 to 10 years from now, I see us like settled, doing good in life, having 2 babies,
And doing tata thaya in Bora Bora.
and just happily embracing life and making the most out of it. How do you increase your confidence level? See, I don't think anybody can tell you do this and do that to increase your confidence level in you. You just have to do it yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to trust yourself, love yourself, and believe in yourself.
Very nice, very nice. I like that question. I like that answer.
What do you love the most after getting married? For me, it's just the fact that I live with him. That's the most beautiful part of the marriage, I think. Because that was one thing we hadn't done. We hadn't lived together, so I didn't know a lot of things about him. He didn't know a lot of things about me, like on a very, very personal level.
Like morning breath.
Yeah, so I just love this experience. Just waking up with him, going to bed with him. What do you love the most about getting married? Did you ever think of giving up on each other when you weren't married? Like ups and downs, बुझाउन खोज्दा अर्कोले नबुझ्दा. How did you guys manage? First, I think we were never going to give up on each other.
Ooh, fun fact. हाम्रो every time झगडा हुँदाखेरि र अनि त्यो reconcile गर्ने बेलामा either अहिलेसम्म पनि either I or her, we sit down and we say like, okay, we have a problem, but then we're still going to be together.
Forever.
We're going to promise each other, and I think त्यो लाइटबाट जे कुरा पनि सुरु गर्ने बेलामा
solve हुन्छ के.
Solve भन्दा पनि it's everything that she says, everything that I say, मेरो चित्त नबुझेको कुराहरू पनि it comes off better. Right?
Marriage is work. It's a commitment. It's work. So हाम्रो पनि झगडा हुँदाखेरि पहिला बिहे अगाडि पनि र अहिले पनि the first thing हामीले एकअर्कासँग कुरा गर्दा sometimes it's very intense talk and sometimes it's just very silly, but whatever it is, when we sit down and we talk about it, the first thing that we say to each other, sometimes he says it, sometimes I say it, is that no matter what, we're going to do this together, we're going to fight it. So it never starts with the light key, oh my god, there are always going to be times when you won't agree on things, you know. Sometimes I might hate him, sometimes he might hate me. The things that I do, so just go to life now. But what is the most important thing that you want in that relationship? Do you want it to work or not? And if you want it to work, then you make it work. You sit down, you have a talk, you do whatever it's required to be done to mend that little dent or that little misunderstanding or obstacle that comes on you. And you make it work. We try to do that, right? A lot of the times. Who is more clumsier?
You are.
Yeah, I am. Grumpier. He is.
What?
Yeah, you are. Who is messier?
You.
I think that also I am. Do you remember your first kiss?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very clearly you remember it.
Do you? You were quite intoxicated.
No, I remember it. Which character do you like the most in Friends?
Joey.
I like Rachel. Do you guys share pizza? Yes. We make our own pizza and we share it. It's the most amazing. What are your hobbies? Cycling, cleaning, like laptops and phones and anything all the time.
House.
OCD. No, house, but more it's with his like this gadgets and stuff. Yeah, even mine. Watching a lot of videos that again are about cycling and cleaning and putting the pieces together, assembling a cycle. I'm getting it right?
Yeah. We watch a lot of Korean drama. That is our hobby.
Yeah, Korean drama. Also, we love Korean drama. We watch all the time back to back, like intense Korean drama. Okay, now you tell me what are my hobbies.
Irritating me.
That's not a hobby. That's
Hitting
part
me.
of my life.
Hitting me to a point where I actually have like bruises and like gao and chala.
Hey, don't make me a bad person. Okay, I don't hate you like that. But all in like good light. Okay, just kill like chalda chalda. Not like oh my god, what dinsu khali going. No, it's just we joke around. Being extra motherly to dogs to a point where she forgets they're actually dogs and not like people. Dancing. She likes to dance a lot to a point where she's dancing in her maxi sometimes. I have like video proof. I'll probably post it. No!
It'll probably come somewhere here. Of her dancing to Blackpink or how you like that in a maxi. She loves to cook and she's amazing at it. That is one of your hobbies. She likes plants. Where is your fourth dog? Japanese Spitz Bambi. Bambi saying we got Bambi for my parents in Ganeshwar. So before we got married and we moved here, Snowy and Bella used to live with me obviously and my parents in Ganeshwar. So basically, so when I moved here, मैले Snowy र Bella लाई यहाँ लिएर आइसकेपछि घरमा चाहिँ मेरो मम्मीलाई एकदम नेचुरल लाग्यो भनेर भनिरहनु हुन्थ्यो मलाई. So that is when I decided to give them a puppy and that is Bambi. So Bambi is in Ganeshwar and Bambi is still there. I'm gonna attach a picture of Bambi right here. Bambi is so cute. Priyanka di, हजुर फ्युचरमा बिजनेस गर्नुहुन्छ? What do you think? Do you think I'll do some business in the future? Like good business?
Good business.
Bad business.
Good business.
Yeah, definitely. I can see you doing it.
Who is most caring?
You are.
Who's most loving?
Me.
Who wants a baby faster?
You.
Who is funny?
I.
How did you meet first? We've already said that. Do you both remember the date?
Yes.
Yeah, the day we actually officially started dating is the day that we kissed and is actually the date that we call our anniversary, which is the 11th of March, 2017.
That is also the day
Shadow was born. Who becomes angry more?
You do.
No.
Yeah.
We both become angry. depending on what the
But-
situation is. All these questions were from Kritika Shrestha and she says, love you guys from football, stay safe. Boogie Boogie season 2 आउँछ.
Boogie boogie.
Boogie Boogie season 2 आउँछ भने कहिले आउँछ? Definitely आउँछ.
तर
As-
season 1 नै आउँछ होला पहिला boogie boogie को. Cause boogie boogie को मात्र आउनु.
In lockdown
Sorry.
सकेपछि आउँछ. What is the weirdest thing a fan has ever done for you? Like त्यो कपडाको रोज हुन्छ नि त्यो पसलमा पाउने रोज त्यस्तो रोजलाई चाहिँ entirely black कलरको पेन्ट गरेर मेरो गराजको डोरमा टाँसेको थियो कि I think 2000 I thought you don't know about this, so maybe it's before you happened, so maybe 2015-16
was it me?
होला, or maybe it was him, I don't know. तर त्यो इन्सिडेन्ट चाहिँ भएको थियो मेरो गराजको भित्र त्यसलाई पनि ब्ल्याक टेपले नै टाँसेको लाइक माथिपट्टि
Electrical tape.
त्यो इलेक्ट्रिकल टेप माथि अनि तलपट्टि चाहिँ बिकज दुईटा टेप टाँसेको थियो अनि तलपट्टि चाहिँ इट वाज लाइक अ ह्यान्ड ब्लास्ट के सो दुईटा टेपले ब्ल्याक कलरको रोज चाहिँ मेरो गराजको डोरमा
I wonder what that means.
I have no idea because there was no note or anything. Who is the boss in the house?
Snowy.
Snowy. Oh my god, I was gonna say the same thing. Snowy. Snow Bun. She is the complete boss of the house. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Mine keeps changing, but right now it's lavender. What's your favorite app?
Flipboard.
Okay. I don't think I really have like a favorite app. Okay, there's so many questions people asking us to share our love story.
There wasn't. Is there any? I mean, see, we knew each other. She was the first person I ever did a music video with. Likeability quotient very high. We met for an interview.
त्यो इन्टरभ्यूको दिन पछि चाहिँ he was actually going out for dinner with his mom and I was just gonna go back home. He just asked me if I wanted to join him for dinner for nothing, no particular reason. And then मैले पनि because I had nowhere else to go and interview सकिँदाखेरि ढिलो भयो थियो around 6:37 so I said okay and then we both
Free dinner.
yeah, free dinner. खाइदिउँ न त भनेर I went and then we had a lovely time that night and I just felt very comfortable sharing a lot of my life's मलाई भएको चिजहरू मैले बोकेको चिजहरू यताउति अनि सबै सेयर गरिरहेको थिएँ त्यो दिन इट वाज जस्ट भेरी कम्फर्टेबल मैले पनि सेयर गरिरहेको थिएँ उसले पनि सेयर गरिरहेको थियो अनि ममले पनि एकदम मजाले सुनिरहनु भएको थियो सो आई जस्ट फेल्ट नाइस द्याट डे एन्ड फ्रम द्याट डे नेक्स्ट डेबाट फर अबाउट अनदर 2 to 3 weeks I think we just kept sending messages flirting अनि त्यो फेज आउँछ नि when you're constantly checking snap आयो कि आएन त्यो भयो कि भएन त्यो and then our first date was when we watched that movie बद्रीनाथ की दुल्हनिया so के भयो भने मैले बद्रीनाथ की दुल्हनिया भन्ने मुभी दुईचोटि हेरिसकेको थिएँ दुईचोटि हेरिसकेको थिएँ and
मैले हेरेको
उसले
थिएँ.
हेरेको थिएन so he asked me तिमीले बद्रीनाथ की दुल्हनिया हेर्यौ भनेर and I didn't want to lie but it just came out of my mouth no भनेर मैले हेरेको थिएन उसले हेर्न जाने भनेर भन्यो and I said okay and he wanted to go to Labim Mall to watch it because म त्यही एरियामा थिएँ so when he said यति फलाना बजेको सो हेर्न भ्याउँछ and I said भ्याउँछ because म यही एरियामा छु भनेर भने and then he actually also said like casual भएर आउ ल I said yeah totally म यहीँबाट सिधै आउने हो I'm just totally gonna be casual I finished my appointment whatever it was यस्तो छिटो छिटो काम पनि सकाएर then I drove all the way back मेरो घरमा Ganesher went through like God knows how many clothes to pick out an outfit and then changed and then came back all the way to the movie hall and acted like म त्यही लुगामै थिएँ दिनभरि जस्तो
Yeah, किनकि मैले चाहिँ घरको लुगा लाएर like यस्तै खालको लुगामा थिएँ म. And then I went into like a store and I bought like new clothes.
Yeah, but even you bought it नि त
Yeah, because
तिमीले पनि त मलाई यतिकै आउँछु भनेर भनेको थियौ
casually आऊ, not homelessly आऊ त भनेको थिएन नि मैले. I wasn't casual, I was too casual. So I went and I bought a few clothes, even a shoe which I've lost now.
So we basically made an effort, both of us. Yeah, but anyways, we watched the movie. The plan was only for the movie. And that was the time when Ule maसँग popcorn पनि share गरेन. I will never forget that. सुरुमा you asked me, popcorn खाने हो भनेर. I said, I'll just share from yours. And he said, no, I don't like to share my popcorn.
I'm being honest. I don't like to share my popcorn.
So basically, then हामीले मुभी हेरेर भ्यायो होइन अनि त्यसपछि then त्यति मात्रै प्लान थियो खासमा त and then उसले मलाई डिनर गर्न जाने भनेर भन्यो. So okay.
And then
खाइदिउँ न त फेरि.
Hey.
So then we went for dinner again. So that was, I think, our first official date.
Priyanka, length of a beard size you would like to have of Ayushman? Have.
I like him यस्तो खालेको beardमा. I hate it when he shaves completely. I hate
The
it.
length of beard that you would like to have of Ayushman. Here's the picture of her with my beard.
Just coming back to his beard, I like him with beard. I don't like him when he shaves completely.
I'm gonna shave tonight.
No.
Tomorrow.
No. Who proposed first? You or Ayushman?
You
I think we never proposed,
Oh,
but
you
I
did.
said I love you
First.
first.
And I just said I love you.
You said I love you 22. Shadow boy. Shadow boy.
So this is our husky. This is our pom.
And the
That
Hellfire
is-
family, that's Snowy. Come on, Snowman.
That's the
Come here.
boss.
Come here, Snow.
So Snowy and Shadow really,
Come here.
they're getting friendlier, but then see. So Shadow लाई चाहिँ Snowy एकदम मन पर्छ तर Snowy लाई Shadow त्यतिको धेरै मन पर्छ.
अहिलेसम्म मन पर्दैन. I
अहिलेसम्म.
hope it gets better. So we had fun, didn't we, with our first Q&A. Thank you for sending all of your questions, and we hope to do more of this in the days to come. र यहाँले भन्नुभयो जस्तो vlogsहरू and exciting games and
Wow.
exciting recipes को साथमा हामी अझै पनि आउने नै छौँ.
I hope you guys take care of yourselves. घर बस्नुस्, हात धुनुस् र सकेसम्म बाहिर ननिस्किनुस्.
Yes, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, and this too shall pass. Hopefully. Okay, guys. Bye.
Okay, bye.